Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will delve into the recent collision between US and Philippine naval forces with a Chinese carrier near Luzon. We'll examine the events that led to this incident, the immediate aftermath, and the broader implications for international relations. Let's get started. A significant maritime collision occurred off the coast of Luzon, involving US and Philippine naval forces and a Chinese carrier. This incident took place in the contentious waters of the South China Sea, a region already fraught with territorial disputes and military posturing. Let's take a closer look at the timeline of events leading up to this collision. Tensions in the South China Sea have been escalating over the past few months, with increased naval activity from multiple countries, including the US, the Philippines, and China. In recent months, the US and the Philippines have conducted joint naval exercises in the region, demonstrating their strategic partnership and mutual defense commitments. These exercises have not gone unnoticed by China, which has asserted its claims over nearly the entire South China Sea. The South China Sea is a critical maritime corridor, and control over this region has significant economic and military implications. The recent collision is a manifestation of the rising tensions and the aggressive posturing by all parties involved. This incident could be a tipping point, potentially leading to increased military engagements and a re-evaluation of international strategies in the region. On the day of the collision, US and Philippine naval forces were conducting a routine patrol near Luzon. The Chinese carrier, which was also in the vicinity, had been conducting its own exercises. The exact circumstances of the collision remain unclear, but preliminary reports suggest a miscommunication or miscalculation led to the vessels coming into contact. The immediate aftermath of the collision saw both sides accusing each other of aggressive maneuvers. The US and the Philippines have called for an international investigation, while China has demanded that foreign vessels respect its claimed territorial waters. This collision has not only heightened tensions, but also raised several critical questions. What are the strategic interests of the US, the Philippines, and China in this region? How will this incident impact future naval operations and diplomatic relations? And what are the potential paths forward to de-escalate the situation? The South China Sea is a vital trade route, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through its waters annually. Control over this region provides significant economic leverage, which is why it is so fiercely contested. The collision off Luzon could lead to a realignment of naval strategies and alliances in the region. The repercussions of this collision could be far-reaching. There is the immediate risk of military escalation, but there's also the potential for long-term diplomatic fallout. Countries in the region may seek to strengthen their own naval capabilities or forge new alliances to counter perceived threats. Imaging from the Sentinel-2 satellite showed the Shandong about 200 nautical miles northwest of the Philippines' main island. Chinese media predicted that the Shandong would head south towards Palawan and then transit to the Western Pacific. A task force of Chinese destroyers and amphibious assault vessels was already in the area. Chinese state media and commentators interpreted this deployment as a strong message to Manila to stop defending the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, EEZ, and to allow China to assert its territorial claims, which were invalidated by an international tribunal in 2016. Chinese military commentator Zhang Junxie told Global Times, "To the Philippines that has been conducting infringing provocations, these forces will naturally become a deterrence, as the Chinese military will resolutely defend China's territorial sovereignty and maritime rights." Over the weekend, the Shandong returned to waters closer to mainland China. The latest open-source sighting via Sentinel-2 put the carrier about 100 nautical miles off Hainan Island, on the far side of the South China Sea from Luzon. Shandong, commissioned in 2019, is a ski jump carrier closely modeled on the Soviet-built Liaoning, China's first carrier. It operates with an air wing of fourth-generation J-15 fighters, derived from the Russian Su-33 President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., called the assault on Philippine troops illegal and deliberate. But his administration has been careful in its response. Some observers believe this cautious stance reflects uncertainties about support from Washington. The Type 071 amphibious transport dock, also known as the Yuzhou class, is a class of Chinese amphibious warfare ship used by the People's Liberation Army Navy (PLAN). It is designed to project power and provide rapid transport and deployment capabilities for troops and equipment. Here are some key features and capabilities of the Type 071. Displacement and size. Full load displacement of around 25,000 tons. Length of approximately 210 meters. Beam width of about 28 meters. Capacity can carry up to 800 troops. Equipped with a well deck that can accommodate up to 4 Type 726 Yuyi class air-cushioned landing craft, LCAC, which can transport tanks, armored vehicles, and troops to shore. Can also carry several amphibious armored vehicles and other equipment. Aviation facilities. Flight deck can support the operation of 2 Z-8 or Z-9 helicopters simultaneously. Hangar space available for additional helicopters. Armament. Typically armed with 76mm naval guns, close-in weapon systems, CIWS, for defense against missiles and aircraft. Surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, for air defense. Command and control, advanced communication and command systems to serve as a flagship for amphibious task forces. Facilities for joint command of naval, land, and air forces during amphibious operations. Operational use. Primarily designed for amphibious assault operations. Can also be used for humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, and non-combatant evacuation operations. Overall, the Type 071 provides the plan with significant amphibious assault capabilities, enhancing China's ability to project power and conduct operations in various maritime environments. Its combination of troop and equipment transport capacity, helicopter operations, and command facilities make it a versatile and powerful asset in the Chinese naval fleet. In one scenario, this incident could lead to increased U.S. military presence in the region as a deterrent against further Chinese aggression. In another, it could prompt diplomatic efforts to establish clearer rules of engagement and prevent future collisions. As we continue to monitor this situation, it is crucial to consider the broader context. The South China Sea is not just a regional issue, it has global implications. The actions taken by the U.S., the Philippines, and China in the coming days and weeks will be critical in shaping the future of this vital region. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth analysis of the recent maritime collision off Luzon. Stay tuned to our channel for ongoing updates and expert insights on this and other critical global events. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay informed. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.